with that, the next panel discussion is all about building digitally resilient smart cities of tomorrow. So ladies and gentlemen, the very first panelist who will be joining us here is Dr. Sanjay Kolte, who is an IS officer, Chief Executive Officer, Pune Smart City Limited. Well, now I would like to do the honor to invite Mr. Pralhad Rode, Chief Executive Officer, Smart Kalyan Dombivil Development Corporation Limited. And to moderate the session, we have here with us Mr. Jaspreet Singh, Trusted Advisor Partner from Thornton, Bharat LLP. और साथ ही साथ थोड़ी देर में इस पैनल डिस्कशन को ज्वाइन करेंगे मिस्टर सुमीत मंजावकर, इंडस्ट्री हेड वाटर.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Wait.
Good afternoon, everyone.
I would like to hold you, sir, for a minute because we have another panelist who will be joining us here. Would like to request Mr. Sumeeth, please join us here on the stage. आप सभी की जोरदार तालियों के साथ इंडस्ट्री हेड वाटर from ESRI India. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with that, would like to request the moderator of the session, Mr. Jaspreet Singh, to please begin the panel discussion.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, much better, right? We started with having about 4 panelists. We were down to 3, and now, thank you. We were started with 5, down to 4, and now I think we are back to 4 people on the stage. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk about a very pertinent subject. I think if you look at smart cities, it's not something which is just last 2-3 years that we've started speaking about. 2014, our Honorable Prime Minister said in the next 10-12 years, we'll have about 100 smart cities, right? And that was the vision we laid for ourselves. And just before this panel discussion, somebody answered that smart city is everything. It's technology, it's digital, it's financial inclusion, what all and what not, right? So if I were to start with you, Sanjay, right? Sumeeth. Sorry? Sumeeth, let's start with you. I would want to first understand, today the definition of smart city is very loosely defined, right? Everybody has their own notion of smart city. So what did I do? I did some research on smart city. I thought I'll, go to my favorite place, either a WhatsApp university or YouTube university to learn, right? So YouTube university showed me a video saying this is how probably a smart city looks like. And everything was connected to everything, right? Your alarm clock could send signals to your car could send signals to your bank to the gas station, so on and so forth. So how do you think we should define smart city?
Yeah, thank you. See, definition of smart city is like, it's one of the government's good initiatives, and which is also talking about the way the technology will enable cities to function as a city-centric, as well as giving the economic impetus to the society, as well as for that particular state and the ULB. However, if I larger picture, if I would like to draw about the smart city, we need to enable this technology from the perspective how the environmentally sensitive the cities could function. When we are having the climate change, which is on our doorstep, how the climate change will ensure with this smartness to bring in the water security for our house and the clean air and equitable water at our home. At the same time, what we were producing from our home, including wastewater, our garbage, how smartly it can be actually get safe disposal and environment safe for tomorrow. And that's what the smart city could enable this technology with.
Perfect. So I think it's like my favorite phrase. We've started with the 6 without understanding or without finally deciding what's smart city, what is the technology piece. We are talking about another favorite topic, which is ESG, right? How does ESG impact a smart city? But I'll come to you on more technology questions little later on. Dr. Sanjay, your experience on how would you define, as somebody who runs a smart city today, how would you define what is a smart city?
Now, as Sumeeth has mentioned about the most of the points which are covered in the vision of smart cities. Vision of smart cities is to promote cities by providing core infrastructure, especially by leveraging modern technology, making the cities more inclusive and sustainable, trying to arrive at solutions with the principle of more from less, and trying to upgrade the livability of the city, and ultimately make the cities as engines of growth by providing the financial support and creating supportive financial ecosystem. So these are the visions of the smart city. And how it is to be brought about, the 4 pillars through which smart cities have been working in the last 7 to 8 years are mainly, they are creating the smart infrastructure, bringing in smarter technologies. They are trying to create sustainable infrastructure, trying to bring about inclusive growth for all the segments of the society, with creating a supportive, conducive ecosystem from all angles, and effective governance and citizen participation. So the cities have been working under these 4 pillars to achieve all those objectives of the smart cities.
I think very well put. If I were to probably take 2 key takeaways, I would say inclusive growth is what caught my attention the most, because you know you have to take everybody along as we grow, and the second piece was, it not only is a growth engine, but it also is like drivers for growth for the entire economy perspective in that area, through the upliftment of everybody who's associated with that smart city. So thank you for that. Mr. Pralhad, your opening comments, please.
Namaste. I thank you for observe now to calling me as a speaker. I'm getting this chance to first time to speak as a speaker. I only hear all the conference and attend, and whichever is good, I take and give to my city. The smart city has its 3 pillars, which is quality of life, quality of economic ability, and sustainability. And it has to 14 categories. There are, all categories are taken not in 100 cities. Few of in Kalyan, few of in Pune. So as sir says, there are 4 categories whichever is taken up, all cities. That are the smart and secured city. Smart and secured city, which is ICCC has, we have all smart cities. And 15 indicators, which is smart city going on and work on them.
Thank you. I think, again, economic ability that you spoke about for everybody is a very, very important aspect. So I would probably start my next question with you, sir. Digital literacy is going to be one of the key parameters for a smart city to be successful, right? What are the various initiatives that you're doing in your smart city from a digital literacy perspective?
My one of the project is e-governance. E-governance में मैं हिंदी में भी बात करूँगा, क्योंकि मैं यूजुअली मराठी में बात करता हूँ ऑफिस में, तो है ना, ये इंग्लिश इज़ नॉट, आई हैड नॉट फ्लुएंसी इन इंग्लिश.
सर हिंदी में बात करेंगे, कोई टेंशन नहीं है.
आई विल, इकोनॉमिक एबिलिटी में क्या है कि हमारे यहाँ ई गवर्नेंस जो प्रोजेक्ट चल रहा है, उसमें हम एक ऐप दे रहे हैं, जो ऐप से, जैसे मैंने अभी NIC के सर ने बोला था कि आप ई चालान का जो चालान है, चालान घर से भी भर सकते हो, ऑफिस से भी भर सकते हो. वैसे आपका जो टैक्स बन रहा है, ULB का जो महानगर पालिका का जो टैक्स रहता है, वो टैक्स आप घर से भी भर सकते हो यूजिंग द ऐप ऑफ योर ई गवर्नेंस, आवर ई गवर्नेंस ऐप. थ्रू ई गवर्नेंस ऐप पिछले साल में 30% टैक्स कलेक्शन हुआ है कल्याण डोंबिवली का, 30% टैक्स कलेक्शन हुआ है। और ये लिटरेसी बढ़ने का काम है, जो कि लोग है ना, एक छुट्टी, मेरा जो गवर्नमेंट का जॉब है, तो मेरे को एक छुट्टी मिल रही है, वो भी मैं क्यू में लगा के वो भी उसको दौड़ा रहा हूँ, तो है ना, ये छुट्टी काम का नहीं है, वो घर का काम का घर के लिए या फैमिली के लिए छुट्टी काम में आनी चाहिए। वो छुट्टी मैं इसी टैक्स भरने में, नहीं तो टेलीफोन का बिल भरने में, नहीं तो ई चालान भरने में गंवा रहा हूँ, तो मेरे को गलत लग रहा है। इसकी वजह से ये स्मार्ट सिटीज़ में इनिशिएटिव लिया हुआ है कि जो आप टैक्स भर रहे हो वो टैक्स आप घर से भी भर सकते हो। और हमारे यहाँ हमारे शहर में 30% टैक्स वो इस ऐप के थ्रू आया हुआ है। अगले साल में वो 50 to 60% तक बढ़ जाएगा, क्योंकि लोगों को ये पता चल जाएगा कि ये ऐसा हो रहा है। और बाद में अभी पूना में एक इंसिडेंस हुआ था वो वुमन के साथ में, उसके बाद हमारे यहाँ जो ये लगे हुए हैं कि सीसीटीवी लगे हुए हैं, सीसीटीवी के माफिक ये पुलिस ने बताया हुआ है कि 24 थेफ्ट चेन स्नैचिंग का ये हुआ था, क्राइम हुआ था 24, उसमें से 22 का जो गुनहगार हैं उनको पकड़ा गया था और 2 गुनहगार पकड़े जाने की ज़रूरत बन गई थी। अभी वो 24 का 24 सॉल्व हो गया। इसके माफिक ये सीसीटीवी और स्मार्ट और सिक्योर्ड एलिमेंट्स लगाने की वजह से अभी सिटीज़ सिक्योर हो रही हैं। मैंने कल है ना कैब लिया था, जो एयरपोर्ट से आ रहा था, तब कैब ड्राइवर मेरे को बता रहा था कि 50 to 100 मीटर पे कैमराज है दिल्ली में, तो कि साहब आप 2 बजे भी घूमना चाहते हो तो भी इस रूट पे घूम सकते हो, ऐसा बोल रहा था कैब ड्राइवर। ये लिटरेसी बढ़ने का काम है। ये स्मार्ट सिटीज़ की वजह से लिटरेसी बढ़ रही है, डिजिटल लिटरेसी बढ़ रही है, लोगों को पता चल रहा है कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं, कहाँ से कहाँ जा सकते हैं।
I think a huge round of applause firstly. You know, सर अगर स्मार्ट सिटी के कोई भी ऐसी इनिशिएटिव से अगर कोई भी एक आम नागरिक रात को 2 बजे रोड पे सेफ फील कर सकता है, आई थिंक फिर हमारे कंट्री से बेटर कोई जगह नहीं है रहने के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच। योर थॉट्स डॉक्टर संजय ऑन दिस, यू नो हाउ digital literacy everybody understands is very important, right? But what can we do to improve it more? So right now sir is saying 30% people fill their taxes by, you know, the local municipal taxes by staying at home. But how can we take this 30 to 90, especially in smaller town, cities, villages, maybe B towns?
See, urban local bodies, especially the municipal corporations, have been working through their web portals or their websites, and their various services have been incorporated in the websites. And several municipal corporations since last 5 to 10 years have already started collecting taxes, and they are providing other services, applications, grievance handling through their web portals. However, with the advent of smart city mission, when integrated command and control centers came into picture, a platform was made available for integrating all those services, not only the services of municipal corporation, but also the other stakeholder departments, maybe government or semi-government departments, and their services, right from police, disaster management, health, ambulances, and all these services, facility or capability was provided for integrating all these services. So that additional strength has been provided to the digital transaction or digital literacy. And when Smart City Mission was launched, again, a lot of citizen engagement was held with various stakeholders of the society, ranging from NGOs, the social organizations, educational institutions, technology institutions, associations of builders, architects, academia, and all others. So with this churning, this Smart City Mission plan was prepared, and citizens indirectly were taken into confidence as to their expectations about the smart city. So little bit awareness and sensitization about what is going to come up, that is the digital focus on the digital literacy and digital technology. So that was already made popular in the cities, especially those cities which were taken in the smart city mission. Now with this background, the services which have been established by smart cities, they can act as lighthouse, or they can act as a replicable models for the smaller cities also. Speaking about Pune city, PMC Care was the earlier portal which was providing the facility of all the payment of all the taxes and the related services of municipal corporation. Now, Smart City Mission, in convergence with municipal corporation, we upgraded that PMC Care, and DG PMC is now another portal which we are launching. So that will be again a 360-degree solution. So besides taxes and other services, several G2C services, B2B services, G2B services will be, and all other citizen engagement kind of activities will be on the single portal, and there will be interfaces for all of them. Businesses can register themselves, the citizens can register themselves, and they can avail of the services, products. Businesses can showcase their products, advertise their products, and consumers can also adopt them through this portal. So this upgradation is always going on, and it is for the now smaller cities or tier 2 cities to emulate that. Thank you.
Sir, excellent. I think thank you so very much. So basically we spoke about having a single window system kind of thing, right? Where whether it is a G2C service, whether it is a B2C service, or whether it is a G2B service, all of them will come to a single portal, and no need to go to 10 different departments, and a single clearance system kind of thing. And I think what is very encouraging is the fact that even if we implement it for one smart city, you are saying we'll replicate it and use it as a utopia model and take it to smaller cities, right? Which is a very commendable effort by the government, sir. Sumeeth, coming to you, since you spoke about environmental sustainability, right? I thought let's go to the basic sustainability problem. I don't know. I read in a newspaper saying almost 25% of India's drinking water, 25% of India's drinking water will not be available after 2040, right? About 17 years from now. Given so much emphasis on technology and smart city, I heard a lot of people are trying to see how can we look at this water security problem. Your thoughts on this?
Oh, great. I think this is a question is, if you're asking from the perspective of smart city, the way the technology is helping digital education perspective. But yes, we can start with our digital literacy. We have, morning, one of the nice phrase I heard, we started from Q to now QR code. This is what the, our journey is. So this is again one of the smartness we brought in our lifestyle. And now this life for the environment should we get enriched. Today, most of the cities, they do not have, or you will be struggling to identify where the water pipelines are. Today, half of our, lot of our delegates who are coming to this venue might have switched on their, Google Map and navigations to reach here. So these are our, that's the way we come. But when we look at our water line, these are our Jalavahini. These are our, these are the lifelines. And we at the city level, we are not even aware where our pipelines are. And that's where, if we don't know, then how the water security perspective we can act on. So that's where, the technology, as we work in a space of geospatial technology, we are enabling cities to encourage, embrace this technology so that they can see what is there on the field, how this water as a, as a services, sewerage as a collection system can function in better way.
Okay.
And that's the only way we can, what you're saying, in 2040, 25% we can reach it. I'll give 2 examples. One from the perspective of, the collection of revenue. Varanasi kind of the city as a smart city, they implemented GIS in their smart city panorama. And can you imagine every year their property tax revenue increased by at least 20 to 25%. So that's biggest achievement of, you know, when a city is enriched with their cash.
Okay.
Second part, look at the Indore smart city. Indore, what they have done, with the help of GIS technology, the top of the technology is available in water, sewerage, as well as particularly in a solid waste management. They, 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 they are become the one of the Swachh Bharat mission first city. And they're trying to be there at the top. That's one. On top of it, when GIS is working at a smart city level, this is the only city in India right now, they bring and brought the urban forest in their panorama. I think that's amazing. If we start building urban forest in city with a GIS as an enabling factor, that will help us to see that. And when we, you know, we enrich our soils with a greenery, then only whatever we're getting from the, you know, the top almighty giving, that will help us to enrich this. Currently, we are only able to store 16% of what top walla is giving to us in our hand.
But understanding your answer, you know, I'm still little bit more worried because I did not get a direct answer saying the first answer I was looking for was, don't worry, we'll have water. But thank you for that. Yeah, I also read somewhere that the entire rainwater harvesting that happens is only 16%, right? Which is
what we get is 16%. Rainwater harvesting, we have yet to, you know, that quantification is yet to get quantified.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Superb. No, thank you so much. You know, I think, yeah, a couple of cities that you spoke about, I'm aware of. I think the railway station of Indore also got some award, right? Saying it's the globally second or third most cleanest railway station award, right? So that's something which a lot of people wouldn't know, but that's a huge achievement for our country.
Yes, it's in the feather in the smart city cap.
It's a feather in the smart city cap. Yeah, everything is connected, right?
Yeah.
So, Dr. Sanjay, coming to you, we've spoken about, whenever we spoke about smart city, we've always spoken about government's done this is a public initiative, etc. But I'm pretty sure with the entire public-private partnership, we can take this to the next level. Your thoughts on that, sir?
Yes. As the vision of smart city mission provided, that for making the cities as engines of growth, additional financial resources or more financial models need to be evolved so as to take up this task, because providing financial assistance under the mission for 100 smart cities is not a small task, and there was to be certain limit for that, and a certain definite allocation was provided to each cities. However, cities were expected to prepare their smart city plans over and above this allocation to a great extent by adopting other methods like convergence with other government missions, convergence with other government departments or their schemes, bringing in public-private partnerships, bringing in the CSR partners or the CSR support from them. And with these ideas in mind, every city was expected to bring about their smart city plan, which were definitely ambitious for each smart city. And public-private partnership was envisaged to a great extent in this. In Pune city, I can name two major projects where PPP partnerships had been successful, and it is still going on. In smart city LED lighting, a PPP partnership was worked out for Pune city.
Wow.
That was in 2017-18, and it was worked out for 12 years, and it is still going on. In the initial 3 years itself, 58% saving in the energy demand or the expenditure on energy for the city street lights was achieved by the municipal corporation, and that has been consistent since then. So that is a major PPP kind of work. Again, the smart e-buses which were procured in the first phase of 150 e-buses were procured by Smart City Mission and Pune Mahanagar Parivahan Mahamandal Limited. So there again the gross contract type of model, gross cost contract type of model was worked out with the bus operator, and again the one entity was collecting the revenue from the passengers, and a fixed part of it is being given to the operator. So who is expected to operate the buses and the staff that they will be running on those buses. So this kind of partnership was again worked out in smart e-buses also, and it is also going on. The success of e-buses project went on to upgrade the bus fleet now. From 150, it is getting upgraded to 650 buses for Pune city. So almost 1/3 of the city fleet will be electric now. So that is another example. Likewise, creating alternative sources of funding for the cities, municipal bonds or the green bonds are another such models which need to be worked out. And for water 24/7 project, Pune city had floated bonds, municipal bonds, and 200 crores plus rupees were gathered by way of municipal bonds for water 24/7 project. The project will be soon concluding now. It is in the last phases of implementation.
Super example.
Smart City has also partnered to a small extent in that project. And
Super
as
example,
Sumeeth was mentioning, again, digital technology comes in the water again, because the incorporation of SCADA and the smart pipelines and the smart AMRs and the meters. So all these components are going to reduce the energy that is required for pumping and distribution of water supply. So there again, digital technology comes into picture in water sector also.
Superb. So you're saying PPP is the way to go, right? That is, we have to not only 3 areas, we have to, like, for example, sir mentioned 14 areas. I think in all those 14 areas, we would need to have extensive PPP partnership to make smart cities a success. Sir, coming to you, आजकल कहीं भी जाओ तो IoT, AI इंटीग्रेशन की बात हो रही है, राइट? सिंह, कोई मीटिंग स्टार्ट नहीं होती या ख़त्म नहीं होती, कोई कॉन्फ्रेंस स्टार्ट ख़त्म नहीं होती अगर आप IoT, AI, ChatGPT, कोई भी नए मॉडल्स की आप बात कर लो, राइट? बट अगर आप किसी भी टीयर A, टीयर 2 टाउन में चले जाओ, हमारी सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है पोल्यूशन, ट्रैफिक कंजेशन एंड प्रॉब्ली वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट. अगर इफ़ आई वर टू प्रॉब्ली जस्ट माई ओन पर्सनल थॉट लिस्ट डाउन कि किसी भी सिटी में 3 सबसे बड़े चैलेंज क्या हैं आज की डेट में फ्रॉम अ कंट्री पर्सपेक्टिव. सो व्हाट आर योर व्यूज कि हाउ विल स्मार्ट सिटीज हेल्प इन ब्रिंगिंग डाउन प्रॉब्लम्स इन सम ऑफ दीज 3 एरियाज?
स्मार्ट सिटी का वर्क जो चल रहा है अभी, जो स्मार्ट सिटी में ITMS जंक्शंस लगे हुए हैं, ये कंजक्शन कम करने के लिए लगे हुए हैं. ITMS जंक्शन का यूज़ करके ग्रीन कॉरिडोर हम बना सकते हैं. हमारे यहाँ 13 ITMS जंक्शन लगे हुए हैं. हमारे नज़दीक की सिटी ठाणा में भी है ITMS जंक्शंस है, और उसके बाद मुंबई आता है, मुंबई में भी ITMS जंक्शंस है. ये तीनों का ITMS जंक्शन का अगर कमांड कंट्रोल सेंटर से कमांड दिया जाए तो ग्रीन कॉरिडोर बन सकता है. जैसे कि पूना से एक हार्ट का पूना से लेके आए थे मुंबई में, 2 घंटे में लाए थे, और वो हार्ट का सर्जरी हुआ था मुंबई में. वो सिटीजन सेंट्रिक सब चल रहा है. और ये जो है ना, कंजक्शन कम हो रहा है. कंजक्शन कम होने की वजह से अभी ये जो ITMS जंक्शन है उसके ऊपर कैमराज लगे हुए हैं, RLVDs है और फिक्स कैमराज है. उसकी वजह से जो कैमरा वो वॉच करता है, अडाप्टिव वो सिस्टम्स लगे हुए हैं, और उसमें वो वॉच करता रहता है कि कहाँ से ज़्यादा फीड आ रहा है, कहाँ से कम हो रहा है. तो उसकी मापिक उसका जो टाइमिंग है वो टाइमिंग बदल सकता है अडाप्टिव सिस्टम होने की वजह से. तो हम ये कंजक्शन कम कर सकते हैं. पोल्यूशन की बात करें तो अगर ये ITMS जंक्शन पूरी तरह से अच्छी तरह से चले तो ये पोल्यूशन भी कम कर सकते हैं. और इसमें स्मार्ट एलिमेंट्स में हमने एनवायरमेंटल सेंसर्स लगाए हुए हैं. एनवायरमेंटल सेंसर्स क्या करते हैं कि जिस एरिया का, अपने शहर का जिस एरिया का जो पोल्यूशन एरिया बेस है, उसमें अगर हम ये लॉन्च करें, हमारे तो वही है डोंबिवली में ज़्यादा पोल्यूशन रहता है, तो डोंबिवली में हमारे बहुत सारे एनवायरमेंटल सेंसर्स है. वो सेंसर्स हमें बता देते हैं कि कहाँ पे CO2 बड़ा है, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड बड़ा है या SO2 बड़ा है, कम हुआ है. उसका जो लेयरिंग है वो लेयरिंग हमको पता चलता है. तो लेकिन इस यूज़ का, जैसे IMD और पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल बोर्ड है, इनको इस प्लेटफॉर्म में लाया जाए तो उनका इंस्ट्रक्शन की वजह से ये पोल्यूशन कम हुआ है कि नहीं हुआ है, और करने के लिए और क्या उपाय योजना करना चाहिए, ये हो सकता है. और उसके बाद आपने थर्ड वन एक बोला था, कंजक्शंस, पोल्यूशन और
वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट.
वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट. वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट में क्या है कि हमारे कंट्रोल ICCC में फ्लीट सर्विसेज करके एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट है। फ्लीट सर्विसेज में वो अगर हम वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट के जो भी ये है ट्रक्स है या गाड़ियां हैं उसको अगर GIS मैपिंग करते हैं तो फ्लीट कहाँ पे है, अगर हमारा मूवमेंट हो रहा है, अच्छी तरह से हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा है, वो कमिश्नर सर को भी दिखाई दे सकता है और डिप्टी कमिश्नर को भी दिखाई दे सकता है। और हमारे यहाँ क्या हुआ है कि हम जो वार्ड ऑफिसेस है, वार्ड ऑफिसेस में भी वीविंग सेंटर दिए हुए हैं, तो वीविंग सेंटर्स में उनको दिखाई देता है कि हमारा ट्रक कहाँ पे चल रहा है। तो ये वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट में अच्छी तरह से यूज़ हो रहा है। स्मार्ट सिटीज़ का ये एक कंपोनेंट है। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर। आई थिंक अगर ये तीनों प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाए तो स्पेशली दिल्ली में तो बहुत इम्प्रूवमेंट हो जाएगी। डॉक्टर संजय, we have about 40 seconds. Closing comments from you, please.
As I said in the beginning, smart cities they are embarked on the path of bringing about digital transformation of the cities, and if there is greater efforts on the part of governance and from the e-governance side, and it is aptly supported by the citizen participation, and the services and the facilities which have been established by the Smart City Mission are actively utilized by the citizens for enriching themselves, empowering themselves, then that will really take ahead the vision of smart cities and make it successful.
Thank you so very much. I think all my fellow panelists deserve a huge round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, would like to request Tanya ma'am to please step up on the stage and felicitate all the gentlemen one by one. Let's just begin by felicitating Dr. Sanjay Kolte. Thank you so much, sir. Well, now we would like to thank Mr. Pralhad. Kalyan ho jaye, come on everybody. Well, now we would like to thank Mr. Sumeeth. Thank you so much, sir. And last but not the least, the moderator of the panel discussion, Mr. Jaspreet Singh.